What is happening, everyone? I am SirJames from Gamerfuzion.com, coming to you guys with another review. And for this review, I'll be reviewing The Realms of Ancient War. Now, I gotta say, this is a really fun arcade-style game. Now, this game is available on the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and PC. Now, what is Realms of Ancient War? Now, what it is that this is a heroic fantasy hack and slash which takes you through a continental ravaged by a war that raged 10 years earlier. Now, the four kingdoms of men, elves, and dwarves lay in ruins, preyed on the raiders and looters in this chaos. A new unknown threat is looming. To discover its true nature, the Kingsmen sent detachments to investigate a dangerous mission from which no one's returned. So pretty much it's a world that's in chaos, and now you're trying to figure out what the heck's going on and how do I stop this and bring the world back to peace. Now, in this game, you're able to play as three heroes. You have the wizard, the rogue, and the warrior. Now, the wizard, he's pretty much skilled in all the elements, such as the wizard. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are familiar with wizards. They have the ability to use magic. Now, with his magic, like I said, he's able to use all elements, earth, fire, wind, water, kind of like the Avatar. And so he's pretty much skilled in the mid to close range combat, mastering all sorts of different spells to obliterate pretty much an army. And what's cool about the wizard, that he's actually the most powerful one. If you actually combine the rogue and warrior, the wizard comes out on top because he's able to master these crazy spells, especially once you get to level 20. That's when all kinds of crazy stuff goes on, so that's pretty cool right there. The rogue is pretty much a close long range class, featuring a bow for the long range, and for close combat the rogue's able to use stealth, traps, and all kinds of stuff to kind of get in close to devastate the enemy. And of course, the main one, which is my current favorite class, is the warrior. Now, the warrior is an expert in the close combat, so the warrior is obviously going to have a lot of health and armor. And of course, what's another cool thing is once you unlock this feature, is that when your HP gets below 50, if you're playing as the warrior, he pretty much goes into enrage, which basically allows him to gather this massive amount of strength that comes out of nowhere and devastate his enemies, which I thought was pretty cool and funny, especially when I get to points where I'm being surrounded just by like hundreds of enemies at once and figuring like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Next thing you know, I'm just obliterating them with my axes or sword. It depends on what you have equipped with the warrior, which is what I like. Now, for equipment and items that you're able to use in this game, you're able to actually equip armor and pretty much all kinds of stuff. So pretty much you have armor pieces like the headgear, chest pieces, arms and legs, and you also have abilities to wear necklaces and earrings. Of course, with the necklaces and earrings have pretty much other abilities such as increasing your health, wisdom, health regain, pretty much stuff like that. So there's a ton of armor in this game that you could unlock, find, or even buy and sell. So which is pretty cool. So you're always going to be protected by something to help you out. Now, what surprised me that I think that would have been cool if they had it in the game, but they didn't, was for the armor. If they, have it to where, every time you wear the armor and, every time you die or take a lot of damage, to the point where you're able to repair it. It doesn't have that option. Pretty much whatever armor you have is going to retain its durability throughout the whole match, or pretty much throughout the whole game, whatever you have equipped. So it doesn't really take any damage, so you don't have to worry about repairing it. But I think that would have been a cool feature. If you had to repair your armor and stuff like that, it would have had more to do, basically controlling your money and whatnot. Another thing that I like is that this actually features a two-player co-op. That's right, two-player co-op, which I think is pretty cool. So if you want to have a buddy, if your buddy has the game, and you want to invite him over, you guys can play, especially on hard mode. Now, the three difficulties that there are that this game features is the easy, and easy mode is pretty much for those who are new to these type of games. Medium is for, obviously it's not too hard, not too easy, not too hard, and of course you got hard, which pretty much, obviously it's going to be hard. So definitely if you're going to, invite a friend, definitely play it on hard because it's going to provide more of a challenge, and the enemies are crazy in this game. So definitely check out the co-op feature, which is what I like. I'm surprised it's not a three-player co-op, which I think would have been cool. But the two-player co-op still works as well, and I still just as much as fun playing it as co-op than just a single player. Now, for the enemies, there are different type of enemies. You got spiders, dwarves, other human players, and these weird-looking creatures. Pretty much all sorts of different crazy type of enemies on the screen. Now, for the enemies, you are going to be surrounded quite a bit. Because at one point when I was playing, I was going to this open area. It's like, okay, 5 guys. Next thing you know, just out of nowhere, out of the ground, or even from the set, it's pretty much completely out of nowhere, I'm surrounded by 50 guys. It's crazy. And another feature too that I think would have been useful in this game, but it's not in it, but you know, it's kind of like up and down, depends on how you look at it, is a roll feature, you know, where if you're kind of surrounded, being able to roll out of that situation. It doesn't have that, but as long as you know how you're playing your class, and you pretty much don't have to worry about that. Now this is for the length of this game, I'm not sure how many hours, but it is a really long game. Especially if you're exploring each part of the map, trying to find all the hidden chests and stuff like that. So this game will take you quite a while. Like I said, I'm not sure how many hours. I'm probably already shoot, I didn't even pay attention to how many hours I put in. But yeah, this is a long lengthy campaign. Like I said, it's only $15, but I mean for $15 with all these elements that are already in the game, I gotta say it's really well worth the money. So it's pretty much like a medieval type of game, and what I like is that the actual level designs. Now the level designs are pretty gorgeous. Now it's not like the top end, you know, Frostbite 2.0 type of graphics, but you know, for what it is, I gotta say that, you know, just the level design and the detail that's in each level, even the dark tones and even creepy vibes I get, depending on where you are in the game, or just the set pieces, you know, it brings chills to my spine. I gotta say those are very gorgeous. And I also love how the heroes look, the enemies, just pretty much all around. It's such a gorgeous game, and I really highly recommend this game. Now for this game, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, a real lovely, fantastic game for $15, especially with the option to play with a friend, and of course an option to basically even a more replayability, because you're able to play as 3 classes, so it's good to go back and explore as 3 classes, try to get all the pretty much the abilities that you're able to unlock within the game. So yes, I give this game a 9 out of 10. If you'd like to see the full complete playthrough of this game, check the link down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and have a great day.